What up? What it do? I'm Miss Indigo Blue. Juno, you know me? I don't think you do. I am the number one Mom Z. I'm queen and I'm crowned B. Check my money box. The earth mother surrounds me. I dance and rain falls all around me. I protect my clan with my gifts from God and it grounds me. This is a Wada Wada. This is a Cancerian reading for the month of November. It's a little bit late, but that's okay. The energy will still apply. I received a lot of heavy messages as I was meditating on this Cancerian energy. Freedom was the first word that jumped out, and I literally saw shackles being released, almost like you've been tied to something that's kept you from growing, from moving, from doing, from exercising your gifts. Something has been keeping you stuck. So now it's time for you to release and expand into new horizons. In order to do this, you're going to have to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, believe in the place that you have gotten yourself to. So believe in your past achievements. Believe that you are able to achieve what it is that you are being told that you were to do. Because I believe that it feels like you got into a place where you felt so stuck that your dreams are a little bit unfathomable. Almost like you don't feel like you resonate with anything moving forward. Like, I don't know where I want to go. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know how I want to do it. I feel like I know that I'm supposed to be doing something, but I don't know what. And it's because probably so many things have been said to you. You've been treated in a manner in which you feel like you're either dependent on someone or something, and you're scared to move away from that. And that's that shackle that you're going to release yourself from. Or you've been anchored into a place that doesn't really fall in alignment with what you do or who you are, the way you feel, think, act. Your circle's been small. And I feel like once you release yourself from these shackles, your circle's going to expand. Your horizon is going to expand. And that's like all the uncharted territory in front of you. All the unthought thought processes. All the things that you think about doing but take no action on. Mountains are moving. And you're going to be able to go in a new direction. I do feel like a moment of rest is needed. Either you've already rested and you will know this. If you've rested, then you've rested. If you haven't taken time to rest, you need to take time to rest. Rest means something different to everyone. There seems to be something that requires a break from doing something, someone, someplace. You know what it is if this is you. If you've already taken that rest, then great. If you haven't taken that rest, this is a warning, because if you don't, you're going to explode. There's going to be a moment of unrest if you don't rest. You're going to come unhinged. You're going to fly off the handle. And I feel like even though Cancers are known for crying, that this is a cry it out moment. Cry it out. So often we look outside of ourselves. No one here for me to tell. No one here to bounce the idea off of. No one to respond. No one to this. I feel like you need to go in a dark closet. Talk to yourself. And cry it out one good time, and then cry no more. It's over and it's done. Whatever has been eating you up, whatever has been bothering you. Do you hear the change in the tone of the music? You're going to have to allow your emotions to, I'm hearing word cultivate, like let it boil over, let it run over. But nobody has to know about it. Even if you have something to say to people, it's time to detach yourself from that energy. It's time to let go of all of that. Put it behind you. Because it's causing you pain. Pain causes sickness. So whoever it is you need to forgive, whether you need to forgive yourself or you need to forgive someone else, allow that to happen so that you can remove the pain from your body, the ache from your gut, the knot from your throat, the tension from your head, the weight off your shoulders, wherever that pain is, your back, if your legs are feeling heavy, wherever the heaviness, the dense feelings in your body are, it's attached to some old, bottled up energy that you have yet to pop the cork on. Let it explode like shook up champagne. Shake it up. Get mad. Get frustrated. Feel what it felt like in that moment and release it. Pop the cork. Let it go. Let it flow out. Allow it to be transmuted by your ancestors. Allow them to grab the bits and pieces of it one by one. Tell them you need to transmute it into whatever you need it into. The power to move. The power to be unstuck. The power to forgive. The power to see different. The power to feel different. Give it up to the Most High, your ancestors, your angels. Allow the energy to be transmuted so that when it comes back down to you, it's exactly what you need. It's very possible that you need to work on your chakras. At first I was seeing third eye chakra, then I saw throat chakra, then I saw heart chakra, and then it was just like chakras. Whatever chakras you need to work on, whether it's your root, your sacral, your solar plexus, your crown, whatever you need to work on it, work on it. Might be different for every person receiving this message. While there's still sunny days, if you live in the part of the country or an area where not so much sunshine is going to be coming out during the day in the near future, take advantage of the sunshine that is out right now. Go sit out in the sun and just look up at the sun and smile. Like, feel it irradiate off your teeth, off your cheeks, off your skin, off your face. Just feel the sun against your skin. Smile. Dance around the house when you're doing your chores. Playing with your children. I saw a lot of dancing. And something that I heard was guided light and protect. And that's something that I'm hoping will come out in the reading. I don't know if it's saying that you are the guided light and that you need to be protected, or that the guiding light is protecting you, something along that effect. If you clear your chakra, your throat chakra, you will realize a gift to gab. If you clear your third eye chakra, you will realize a gift to see what others cannot see. Whatever chakra is blocked, if you clear your root chakra, I'm feeling like your tangibles will be unlocked. Things that, if you're looking for a new home, new vehicle, things of that nature. And I feel like dance a lot of this out. Turn up the music. Get out the broom and the mop. Wash the dishes. Move around, dance. At the same time, teaching the children how to take care of home. Like cancer takes care of home. Sometimes cancer can get so stuck in home that there's a hoarding tendency. So make sure that you are cleaning out old, stagnated, dusty items, getting rid of them if necessary. For those of you who play musical instruments, I saw the violin being played. I saw the flute being played while the dancing was going on. And it might just be that might be the type of music that you want to entertain, but I really felt strongly for those who have the capability and the knowledge to play an instrument. No matter how many years it's been since you've played that, bust that instrument out and play it. And then I saw grasping and grabbing. And I'm not sure quite what that meant. So I'm hoping that that will come out in the reading. But I feel like the butterfly is emerging from the cocoon. The freedom that you didn't have. You were shackled, just like entangled in the cocoon. And you're busting free like the butterfly. And your job is to look from above. You are supposed to be light as a feather, so that when you go up, you're able to have the view from above. You've been seeing things out straight in front of you, therefore keeping you from being able to see the larger picture, the bigger works that are going on, and getting caught in the moments in order to stop just with your mind getting so caught in the moment, so caught in what happened, so caught in who did, so caught in how it made you feel. Look from above. Why was I to go through that situation? What was I supposed to learn from that experience? How am I supposed to take that and go forward? And then whatever it is that you are moving forward in, do it in silence. It's not a time to share it with anybody. This is a time for you to, for once, not be dependent on what anybody else thinks, feels, cares. Of course, you have to take into consideration your immediate family. If you're moving your family across country, if you are moving them to another country, if you are uprooting yourself, and that means that you are uprooting the others of your household, then of course that needs to be considered. But what I'm hearing is be carried into your dreams. And I'm seeing that in two different ways. Your dreams, I feel like, are being very vivid right now. That there's a lot happening in your dreams. And you are supposed to be pulling some of that stuff into reality, or at least using it to help you formulate who was represented by what in that dream and how to put it into reality. I also saw herbs in someone's hand, just dry, and then I saw a big huge pot of hot boiling water, which meant to me that there's a community that you are missing out on connecting with, and that the healing powers that are within you are needed in that community. And because you are keeping yourself entangled, shackled, stuck in this old energy, other people are missing their healing via your hands. The last thing that I really saw was fireworks. And the dancer was still dancing by the fireworks very elegantly. Although it was the big, huge fireworks, so it was the boom, boom, boom. And not once when the booms went off did the dancer miss a beat. There's going to be some type of explosions that are happening that are going to require you to stay in elegance. Whether it means not coming off your square, not hollering back at somebody, not, going against your spirit and not protecting your spirit, or not standing up for yourself. but doing it in such an elegant, and I heard elegant, nasty way, right? Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Let them act a fool. You say what you're gonna say, but let the throat be so activated that when you say it, it hits, but it doesn't cause you to look like a fool, type of thing. Okay? So going into this reading, those were the messages that were delivered to me. We're going to go ahead and start pulling the cards, starting with the Earth Magic cards that were pulled ahead of time. So the cards that were pulled were the Love card, Compassion, Island and Solitude, Ancestors, and Generations. For some of you, someone in your family actually came here with a job to do. They haven't done it, and they're getting ready to leave the planet. And all of your ancestors are going to be looking to you to get this job done. It's going to feel very intense. Going to be pushed. And I feel like this island solitude. Oh, that's loud. You're going to feel like you're there because only you can do this. There's not going to be anybody who can help you, assist you, guide you. You're going to feel like you're in the boat and you're going to do this all on your own. It almost feels like a journey that you're going to have to step out on, not even possibly knowing where you're going or what you're doing or what the true task at hand is. All you're going to know is that you're being pulled or pushed in this direction. And that's because the bloodline is taking you there. Whatever needs to be done to change the course for your bloodline or for the future use needs to be carried out, and that is being put on you, which is another reason why you're going to have that bird's eye view and be light as a feather. So we have love and compassion. Don't get frustrated with the person who didn't do their job. Don't get frustrated with the way that the other family members respond to you. You don't have to call out what they did or they didn't do. It just wasn't done and somebody has to do it. Now you can look at it and say, well, why me? Why do I have to take on this job? Why does this have to be my responsibility? But it just is. You've been sitting around going, what am I supposed to be doing? How am I supposed to be doing this? And it's just going to be that you're going to just be pushed through it. Just like you get in the water and the boat just sails. So I'm going to use the Medicine Woman Tarot. This deck has been shuffled. This deck is still quite new to me. And we're going to do the medicine wheel. The medicine wheel actually tells you exactly what bridge you're crossing. And you have the same card that came out in the Scorpio reading, which is the Teaching Lodge of Arrows. In this deck, Arrows is swords. The Teaching Lodge is the Queen. And so It's time to get things started. It's time to get things moving. It's time to get things done. I feel like where you are currently, that you probably have done most of what you can do. And just like with Scorpio, you're moving into a place where there's people behind you watching you and there's people in front of you watching you. Which means you have two jobs to do. You have the job of teaching those in front of you what to do with themselves. And you have the job of teaching the people behind you how to teach other people what to do with themselves. So you have the job of both being the teacher and being the teacher's teacher. So in the Scorpio reading, I said that was from teacher to professor. You are going to be known as the expert in whatever it is that you are doing. So, that is the current energy that you are stepping into if you haven't already. What is the bridge? Balance. So we see here, it's like they're holding the whole world up. I will take a peek at my notes on some of these cards because I just want to say exactly what the intention of the creator of the deck is also saying when it comes to these cards. This is the Justice card. So you are crossing a bridge of justice. I feel like all of these negative feelings, all of these things that you've been hoarding, they're feelings that are warranted. You didn't make up any of this stuff. It's stuff that actually happened to you. And so if you look at this card, you see that there's a lot of stuff going on at the bottom, and then this kind of globe that is open. It's all new, uncharted territory. So I just feel like the road that was left behind you, like all the extra stuff, it's going to stay there, and you're going to be able to go into this new place without any of that. Missing a page, y'all. There we go. So be the light. Restore, replenish on a larger scale. That is what the creator of this deck is saying to you with this card. Quit being worried about the little things. Quit being worried about the old things. Quit being worried about the things you can't change. Look out at everything that's in front of you. You're going to be taught how to not hoard your feelings, how to not get stuck in your energy, how to not... and I'm a Cancer. I definitely know that I'm going through this. My cousin is a Cancer, and we had a conversation like this recently. Freedom. This is your freedom. Are you ready to go on to freedom? Are you ready to be free? Are you ready to take off all the weight and be let loose? That is the bridge that you are attempting to cross. What you will experience when crossing this bridge. What will Cancer experience when crossing this bridge? Like that. You're going to find your magic, resources, your gift to gab, your all this uncharted territory that you've never stepped into before, and you're going to be like, wow, just picking things up and putting things on, moving. Just how long have you sat still? How long have you not even tried to grow? And when I say not even tried to grow, I know that you've probably done things, but have you truly focused on an objective while doing these things? Like, the magician knows what they want the outcome to be when they start the magic. Some of us just do the spell or work the trick, the act, and don't have an idea as to what we want the outcome to be. We know we want it to be good. We want it to be positive. We want it to be something that makes us happy. But what? Are you working magic with no end goal? You can't really do that, because if you haven't decided what you want to get out of something, then anything can come from it or nothing. So I feel like it's time for you to learn how to utilize your resources and let kind of the things that you encounter say, oh, that's nice. I want one of those. How am I going to go about getting one of those? Whether it's an 800 credit score or a garden or some fancy car or a new look to your body. Whatever it is that you are trying to get to, you need a picture of your end goal. You're going to learn how to stop just wandering willy-nilly or putting irons in the fire and just letting them burn with no foundation under them that has it written in the stones that when these ashes are done burning and these ashes seep down into this dirt, into this stone, that this is formed. Sorry. Why am I turning? Energy. Get rid of things that interfere with your dreams. Acquire what you need. And know that you probably already have it. Take stock and use them wisely. So you've not been using them wisely. This card is saying, yeah, you've had all these dreams, you've had all these opportunities, you've been doing all of these things, but you just sort of have been willy-nilly throwing them out there. You haven't actually focused on what the end goal is supposed to be, so that you have a coming to place when you're coming from where you're coming from, when you're doing all the things that you're doing. So now it's time to create that landing place, that landing space. Okay. And purification needed to cross this bridge. What do we need to let go of in order to be able to get across the bridge? And we kind of have talked about these things in the beginning through the words that I was hearing. That got sloppy. I don't know what made me hold the cards that way. And we have 10 of arrows in reverse. So again, swords. I'm going to look at what this one means. 10 of arrows. Be steadfast of mind. So when I see everyone here in this card, you can see that the adults, I'm going to say, here at this table are holding their hands. The children, everyone's gathered around. It's almost like prayer. So again, concentrate on what it is. You cannot take your eyes off the prize. You cannot decipher from the end goal. Don't get halfway there and change your mind. Don't be satisfied with the first little outcome that you receive if what you have dreamed of is bigger than that. Don't let somebody tell you that your dream is too big. Don't get distracted. Keep your mind focused on where you are taking yourself so that you can actually get there. The next card that we are going to pull is your creative focus that is needed. What self-expression, artistic talent do you need? Let me see if anything else comes out. We have the Seven of Stones in reverse. The Nine of Bowls. And the Hermit. Dog doesn't usually bark in that tone. What's wrong with you? The Guide, which is the Hermit. The Nine of Cups, which is what Bowls is here. And in reverse, the Seven of Stones. We had the Seven of Stones first. And I got a little. So Seven of Stones, of course, being pinnacles, the things that you can gather, things of that nature. The Seven of Stones in upright is, in this deck, reaping a beautiful harvest. You see that this person is carrying home all of the goods, the things that they collected while they were kind of out on their journey, and they are bringing them home. With this being in reverse, either you haven't gotten to the place where you can take home what you truly are valuing, or you are not being able to take the old stuff with you. It's going to be that you need to leave everything possibly that you ever really thought that you found value in. Expand your mind and your thought process to see something bigger and something different. And before you move, it's going to probably require that you take a hermit type motion. Now, I in particular feel a little bit different about the Hermit. In most decks, the Hermit has the lantern, and they say, you know, that you are taking a time out, a time to reflect. But I'm like, you got the lantern, you got the light. The light shows you the way. And not only can the light show you the way, but the light can also show other people the way. In this deck, the Hermit depicts that your inner voice calls, accept apprenticeship, and guide others, which is how I feel. So you are being taken to a place where you're going to be the leader. Again, you are going to be that teaching, right? We have this energy where we got to teach not only the people in front of us, but the people behind us. For some of you, you just have to know that the people behind you are actually the left behinds, and you taught them everything you could teach them. You work with them in every way that you possibly can, because you can't teach anything to anybody who's not open to receive the lesson. So for some people, you're going to kind of feel sad, like you're leaving them behind, and you really thought that they were going to be forever attached to you. and your journey is taking you somewhere else to teach new people. Here's your journey, right? A journey that you are seeking your own happiness on. So often Cancer is so motherly and so protecting and such a teacher that they get stuck in the people who they are helping rather than on their own journey. So this is a time for you to create your own destiny, your own wishes. What do you want your new establishment to look like? When you are walking yourself into this new home, what are you carrying? What's new in your arms that you never even thought about before? What's new about your new home that you never thought you would be attracted to? Because once you leave from this place or this situation, whatever you've been shackled to, and you go out here and your mind expands, you're going to find that you love a lot more things than you actually knew that you love, because you had never experienced them before. You never allowed yourself to run into these opportunities or these people or these places before. You really don't understand how much you probably have been in your shell, and you have been keeping yourself away from all of the goodness that is out in this world for you to have in your life. It's time to learn how to get out there and get that. All right. And we are going to next see I'm like, is there one more card? Yeah, it is. What must be scrutinized? It's interfering. So what is interfering? What types of obstacles might you come across on this journey? What obstacles might Cancer be facing right now? Okay. And we have the 7 of Arrows. Whew. Listen to the truth of the sages. Yep. Cancer, you don't like to be told about yourself. You don't like to be told about the way that you go about conducting your business or the way that you go about doing everything, because of the fact that you take so much consideration into what you are doing. But I feel like because the consideration that you are taking when it comes to what you're doing is considering others, that you have a lack of considering yourself when you are doing things. And some wise sage is going to show you how to be free from all of that. If you will listen to them and you will follow them, you are going to come across people who are telling you things, and for some reason you're not going to want to listen. You're not going to want to take heed to what they're saying. You don't know everything. You haven't experienced everything. Your intuition can be right most of the time. But has it ever led you astray? Or have you ever not acted on it? Maybe this is just going to be some knowledgeable person who is telling you what you already know. Don't get frustrated because somebody is telling you what you already know. Let them tell you. I think too, someone is being taught when to speak, how to speak. Again, we have that need to be graceful, not to let your emotions override and then throw stuff out, but to be a little more led by thinking after feeling, and then decide whether you even need to say anything or not, or just move on. Okay, so you're going to be going on a journey that's going to allow you to be wizened up by the wise. So you're going to have to know how to decipher when it's a deceptive type of energy at play. So whether you're deceiving yourself into believing that you don't need to listen to this person, or you are coming against a false prophet. Some of you are going to come against false prophets. You're going to have to know who's real and who's fake. So that's another thing that's going to come out. And the results, crossing this bridge. Some of you have been in a small place, kept yourself in a small, tiny place. And this world is so huge. And wherever you're going, there's lots of people there that live in lots of different ways that you've never seen before. And because it's going to be so new and so foreign to you, it's going to be hard for you to say, did I just see what I really saw? Like, was that really before my eyes? Be careful with the false prophets. You don't want to get stuck following someone or attached to someone who you shouldn't be. And the outcome is the exemplar of bowls. So the exemplar in this deck is the king. Okay, so any water sign wants to make it to becoming the king of bowls, which holds the water. I'll read the card. I can't read my own handwriting. Ever deepening love. So welcomes the living spirit to earth. So what I'm hearing is the song So Glad to Be Alive. And then I'm seeing where I saw the smile and let the sunshine hit your skin, like almost like you haven't been happy to be here in quite some time. You've been so stuck in your shell. You've been so tucked away. You've not been experiencing things the way that you should. And so it's that freedom that you're going to have is going to take you to your happy place. This is you getting your happiness. So while you are working that magic, you're going to have to make sure that your end goals are things that truly make you happy. When you write these end goals, as you start these individual journeys on this bridge, feel the happiness. Don't do it for the clout, is what I'm hearing. Like, don't try to gather things that make other people happy or make you look good to other people, but truly be honest with yourself. And if I could just make this happen, that makes me happy. And be careful, because in that I heard, if I can get This many people, blah, blah, blah. That makes me happy. You have to account for yourself, even alone. Yes, you want to be able to help other people. You want other people to grow. You want other people to have more access. But if you don't teach yourself how to grow first, if you don't teach yourself how to have access first, if you don't get what it is that you are attempting to get first, how do you really teach somebody else how to do it? You can have all the knowledge about it in the world. You can have heard from all the smartest people who actually did it. And you can repeat what they say and do what they've done. But how are you actually going to make it happen? How do you actually know that this system really works if you don't do it yourself? This is going to be a moment where you are going to be so utterly proud of yourself that you are not going to know what to do with yourself. So for the end of this reading, we're going to go grab some oracle cards. 2 cards came out from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle deck, which was the 29 card, which is an 11. Blessing of the Kite Dancer. And then you got the number 1. So you got 111. Above you, the Lantern Dancer. It's all new. This is fresh. New way of thinking, new way of moving, a new way of doing, new people, new places, new things. Number 1. Above you, the Lantern Dancer. Look beyond what appears to be guiding grace, like a star in the sky. All right, so we got that gracefulness again. We got you up in the sky. You are a star. Shows a way through what is happening now. You cannot be down here looking at it. You have to get yourself light so that you can be up there and see which way to go. I am the Lantern Dancer, lighting the way to a new path and new reality for you. So then in that hermit energy again, right? There's that lantern. Even when the moon is full and you believe that you see all as it is, I know that there is something far more beautiful happening. Trust me, I will show you. So again, you got to get in touch with, why did I go through this? Get that understanding. How did it make you grow? How did it make you better? How did it make you stronger? And then be thankful that you went through it, even if it hurt, even if it was hard, even if you hated going through it while you went through it. Find a reason to be thankful for it that helps you to help your angels to transmute that energy into something that can help you. Number 29, Blessing of the Kite Dancer. Got that dancer again. We're dancing, right? I see your full potential. I know that you are willing to develop into all that you can be. I will encourage and guide you. Sometimes I will evoke the best in you through opportunity. Sometimes I will coax forth the best in you through challenge. Real or fake? Real or fake? What you can be assured of is success on this path of self-development. It's all about you, baby. Life has offered you much natural ability and talent. See, but you don't know everything. You got much. You don't have it all. You need some more resources. I will help you discover and develop it so that you can offer yourself back to life as a beautiful gift. Teaching, showing the way, happiness. Okay, and then we are going to look at what your affirmation is for this month and what you can recite over and over to help get you through. This is from the Conscious Spirit deck. Number 40 is the card that you receive at day's end. Rest. Rest or unrest. You got a choice. Rest or unrest. Here's your rest affirmation. I find peace in nature and rest my body and mind in order to connect to spirit. So meditation is going to be key. Again, while these sunny days are available, get out there, Feel the sun, the wind against your skin. Just take some time to breathe deep and let the information come to you. Quit trying to guide the boat so much. Let the boat get in the water and let the boat float. Okay, so I'm going to look into herbs that heal, the natural medicine at its best, and see what spirit feels like can be helping you on this journey. I'm a Cancer. My favorite herb just opened up in this book, which is ginger. Good for motion sickness. Oh, because you're moving. Nausea and menstrual cramps. We're not going to go there. It says begin the morning with a relaxing herb. Don't wait until bedtime to take herbs that soothe the nervous system and promote restful sleep. By keeping calm all day, you'll find it much easier to slip into dreamland after dark. So again, we heard that your dreams were important, and we heard that if you don't get the rest that you need, you're going to be going off, and you don't want that. Either choose passion flower, skullcap, or St. John's wort. Use 1 tablespoon of dried herb per cup of just boiled water. There's those herbs in that water. Steep for an hour, strain, and sip. It says here jet lag. And I'm just seeing that the ginger is here in the middle of the book, and it tells us what it's good for. I guess that's why it's got the jet lag here and the motion sickness. So some of you are going to actually have to physically get on a plane and move around, and you may not be used to that, especially with the mask on and things of that nature. Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, jet lag can leave you feeling foggy, headed, and physically zapped. When you fly across several time zones, it takes time for your internal body clock to adjust to the new local day-night cycle. Until it resets itself, you may feel irritable and experience headaches, fatigue, an upset stomach, or insomnia. Traveling from east to west, say from New York to Honolulu, is easier on your internal clock than journeying west to east. That because you're pushing your body clock backward instead of forward. Forward progress. Sleep disorder specialists say that it's easier to stay up later and wake up later than to try to sleep earlier and get up earlier. So, ginger, ginseng, tuck fragrant herbs into your pillow. Arrive alert with essential oils if you need to be sharp and alert as soon as you step off the plane. Aromatherapy experts suggest you pack these energizing essential oils: rosemary, basil, eucalyptus, and peppermint. So even if you just have a small candle that's made with essential oils and you just keep smelling it, then when you get to your hotel and you gotta wash up or whatever, burn the candle so the scent gets in the room and things of that nature. Or just even on like your wrists, behind your ear, the middle of your neck, if you're able to take a little roll on and dab it on. Essential bottles are pretty small oil bottles, so that you should be able to take them on the plane. You can also make a sachet and keep sniffing it, and things of that nature. And it says to pack herbal teas. Okay, I'm going to check the other book and see if there's any messages about any ailments that you might have to deal with. Anxiety, of course, and that's that yin yang flip-flopping back and forth, indecisiveness. It causes all that energy. And today is worth 2 tomorrows is an axiom of the ancient world where life was short. So not even that the old stuff. You can't be worried about what didn't happen yesterday, but even tomorrow you got to live in the moment. This is about living in the moment, going with the flow. Today is worth 2 tomorrows. An axiom of the ancient world where life was short and it was necessary to deal with problems quickly. Our forebears had many strategies for dealing with anxiety, including the following age-old healing secret: asking one's dreams for the solution to anxiety-producing problems. So again, if you want to be connected to those dreams, you got to get the proper rest. You have to... I'm seeing to exertion with the dancing and the movement. Get enough energy out of your body during the day so that when you lay down at night, you're actually tired. You're not laying there for hours. And, what are you doing during the day that's actually active? It's fall. Can you rake some leaves? Can you go for a walk? Can you give the dog a bath? Can you still play basketball with the kids? What can you do to get more energy out of your body so that when you hit that shower, it's refreshing, and you hit that bed, you're actually tired and you're going to sleep? All right, so that is what I have for you, Cancer. I will do an extended version for love and money based on these same energies of love, compassion, ancestors and generations, and the island solitude. And we will see what comes out for you both love-wise and money-wise for the month of November. These extended readings can be found at themothersgarden.com probably about 2 days after this is posted. And you can buy both together or each one separately, whichever way you choose to do that. Please let me know if this reading did resonate. Make sure to make a comment down below. Share it with someone else who you believe needs to hear it. I love you. I thank you so much. And I want to leave you with this. When it gets hectic, remember, I've got it. You've got it. We've got it. The power. Don't ever forget it. You have the power and you can use it in any way you like for your greatest good or your greatest other. I'm Miss Indigo Blue, and I'll see you again next time. Ciao.